The illegal IGP saga versus Omoyole Sowore. This is where it all started. Stay with me in this video while we follow it step by step.
Hello, Hello.
How are you? Which one? I want to cause traffic for this place again. Not be airport road be this, huh? Wanna come up for roads? Wanna come up for roads? No, to wind this place down. Why not? We are not parking. We are not supposed to be causing traffic to the airport. We are not parking. Wanna calm down. Wanna calm down. Wanna calm down. We know the park. We know the park. Go and bring your guy. I know the park. Now they cause traffic for roads. We don't need this traffic. This is the airport to this is the airport road. I know the park. I know the park. Come on for roads. Come on for road. I know the park. Go bring your commissioner. I know the park. I know the park. I know the park. When I come up for roads, God punish you too.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. For over 4 days now, it has been a tug of war between Omoyole Sowore, the leader of Revolution Now movement, and the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Agbatokun. Now, there was a video that was trending on the internet. By the way, I posted it in my short videos, where the police was trying to stop Omoyole Sowore when he was going to the airport, and Sowore was telling them, you don't need to block airport road. This is not good. It's not in the, this not there. That I'm not going to stop. I should go and call you, Oga. There was, some words that they exchanged to the extent that the policeman, one of the policemen there, called Sowore and said, God will punish you. And Sowore said, God will punish you too. So after some days, when the video started trending on the internet space in Nigeria, the office of the IGP invited Sowore, come and explain what happened in this video. So when they got there, they were telling Sowore, this is a crime. So the lawyers that came with Sowore asked them one question: where did this happen? What type of crime is this? So police, they were unable to answer it. And their lawyer advised them that, no, if you go to court, Sowore will win you. So what they did was to file another charge saying Sowore said that IGP is an illegal IGP because he extended his retirement date to 2027 illegally. So that is what is going on. But there are a lot of things I want us to discuss in this video. So let's follow it one after the other. Stay with me.
But I want to ask you the logicality of the level of madness that goes on in this country.
Okay.
Please, maybe because a lot of people say we are mad in this country. Maybe you can make sense of the madness. How can you bring a man in for a case of a video, and now you have gone to a cybercrime act, and you are saying they abuse the IG, and a court in this country even accepts that in the first place and even accepts it for hearing?
Mr. Rufai Oseni, you don't need anybody to tell you that everyone living in Nigeria is not normal. So when you said that we are all mad, I think it's a normal, word to use to describe the kind of mentality and situation we find ourselves in this country. Okay, so it's not normal for you to invite someone. Oh, we saw a video that is trending on internet. Come and explain yourself. And the person got there and you started talking about illegal IG. Anyway, as I said, we are following it step by step. This was the response of Omoyole Sowore after the first day at the court.
I rejected the administrative bill of the police because I cannot, in good conscience, continue to participate in illegality. The courts have made it very clear that the police have no right to grant administrative bill that asks for civil servants to own, first and foremost, 100 million naira houses, which is a crime. That's corruption. And to stand bail for me, who is an employer of labor. I'm a publisher of an internationally renowned news website. I have people who are hired in Nigeria and abroad. I'm not a civil servant. In fact, I'm an uncivil citizen who is against all kinds of corruption, and I've spent my entire life fighting against corruption. So to now ask me, to insult me that I should provide a level 17 director who had not, who had not gotten employment when I was fighting for democracy in 1992, to now ask the person to come and stand shorty for me is the biggest insult.
Section 367 of the police regulations prohibits the filing of a charge of this nature by a police officer who is using the instrument of his office as a tool of settling personal vendetta. The said section 367 of the police regulations prohibits the IG from using his office. This is an abuse of prosecutorial powers by the police. This charge, we repeat, should never have been in the first place. And this charge must be withdrawn by the AGF. We will ensure that we raise the appropriate petitions to the office of the AGF. Section 174 of the Constitution vests in the AGF the power to prosecute and undertake all criminal prosecutions in the country in the AGF.
All right, that was the first day at the court. That was yesterday. And today, what happened? Sowore was granted 10 million naira bail to bring another person who have a land in FCT that is equivalent to 10 million naira again, that he should also leave his passport. And this is a bail condition that I don't think Sowore will adhere to. Now, a lot of people are looking at it that this is Sowore. They are targeting him. No, they are not targeting him. They are targeting every one of us. That Sowore said that IGP extended his time after his retirement, that is illegal IG. If that is just the reason why they are doing that, meaning we are all in trouble. Because one day they will pick us one after the other because of, statements that we have made so far. So I am looking at this that if this continue, it's not even what people are talking about the situation of Nigeria, about this, about that. There will be worse than NSAS that is going to come if the police continue to intimidate people in this manner. However, one of the lawyers to Moyolo Sowore has come to give details about everything that transpired. Take a listen.
Well, you see, Mr. Sowore was invited via a WhatsApp message by the police, the office of the DIG Gladachi, for interview over a video he allegedly posted on his social media handles, where he alleged he exposed corruptions and refused to what they call obey lawful orders by policemen. In that video also, you will see, I cannot vouch for the veracity of the video, the authenticity of same, but you will see in that video that the police officer even asked Sowore to go upon recognizing the person of Mr. Sowore. Now, when we went for the interview at the police for the first intelligence bureau, the DIG Gladachi interviewed us, and we simply asked the question that you are alleging that a crime has been committed in connection with that video. Can you tell us the nitty-gritty or the basics of that particular allegations you're making? What is the venue, even for a start, what is the venue or the location of the particular offense you alleged was committed? They could not offer an answer. So when they saw that apparently that story would not scale and that a charge on that premise would fail, they decided to dig deep by looking for some other things to charge Omoyele Sowore with. And you could see a 14-count charge was filed a day before yesterday. 16-count charge was filed a day before yesterday by the police, where they alleged that Mr. Sowore cyber-stalked the IGP by calling him an illegal IGP. Illegal IGP Egbetokun should resign. I regard that particular charge as most laughable. Firstly, it's an abuse of prosecutorial powers. Secondly, in a sane society, such a charge should never hold. As a matter of fact, filing of that charge by the IGP is sufficient ground for the President and Commander-in-Chief to relieve the IGP of his office immediately. Because Section 367 of the police regulations, Regulation 367, clearly prohibits any police officer from instituting a legal proceeding in matters that connects to his employment or his interest in office. That charge that was filed by the office of the IGP in his own name clearly violates these regulations. And the police cannot, no police officer can act in violation of the law that guides their proceedings or that guides their work and duties. It is also clearly a breach of Section 174 of the Constitution that vests in the AGF the power to prosecute. The IGP has simply used his office and the instruments of his office to abuse, to covet for himself prosecutorial or abusive powers of prosecution. this charge will retreat. If you see the entire 16-count charge, we are all hanged on cyberstalking the police. And mind you, they brought that particular charge under section 24 of the 2015 Cybercrime Act and the 2024 amendments. That particular section has been amended, in so much so that using that particular section as a tool for ventilating personal vendetta or for settling personal scores has been expunged completely from the particular law. There are judgments which you've cited to them, judgments that has prohibited the police from filing charges under the Cybercrime Act to settle personal scores or personal defamation, or using it as a tool to settle personal scores against individuals in Nigeria and persons in Nigeria. The police has no powers under that law to file a charge upon allegations of defamatory comments made by a Nigerian against any person, including the IGP. So that charge in the first place should never have been. But because we live in a country where we are, they just believe they can act recklessly and do things that appeals to them. It should never have been. We would ensure that upon the consideration of the bill of Mr. Sowore today, we take all necessary steps to ensure that that charge is withdrawn and that appropriate sanction is meted out to the IGP. What he has done is simply to abuse his power and his oath of office, and that should never have been allowed in a democracy like ours. You see, it's so sad that, you see, the idea of criminalizing free speech in this part of the world is something that should never have been. The world has moved beyond these relics of colonial laws that the British introduced to this country to impugn on civil liberty and the right to freedom of speech. The entire world today, Nigeria is the only country, I think in Africa, or even in the world today, where you see that the police has made an attempt to criminalize free speech in the country. The right to speak freely includes the right to say things, including that which you find very offensive, including the right to say things which you find not appropriate, including the right to say things which you find offensive. If somebody says something to you which you do not like, the only action known in a civil society, or the only actions that is available to you, is to file a suit under the thought of defamation. But unfortunately, the Nigerian police, for whatever gains they intend to benefit from this particular cybercrime act, has retained the power, wrongly quoting section 24 of the act to include the right to criminalize free speech. Globally, as a matter of fact, it has even been stated and held in several authorities and in several judgments by the court in the land that the right of Nigerians to dissent, to air their opinions on matters of public importance, is a right that derives directly from the Constitution, and that the police or the government or persons that occupy public office has no right to use the instrumentalities of the Cybercrime Act to annihilate and oppress persons or the media who engage in this right to freely criticize the government or government policy.